What's a work-related accident that still haunts you to this day? If a band's name were literal, what would be the worst concert to attend? What was attractive 10 years ago, but now isn't anymore? What this thread teaches me is that literally no one actually remembers what 2012 fashion was. Of course I do. It was silly bands, I love boobies bracelets, and, you know, swooped haircuts, and black and pink, hot pink hair. That's all I remember. And novelty tees. That's all it was. There was nothing else. Having a mustache tattooed on the side of your finger. My sister got that tattoo this year. Well, sorry about that. That's a little silly. Everyone obsessed with mustaches and owls. I'm still obsessed with owls. Owls? Everyone's fond of owls. 2020 definitely sounded attractive 10 years ago. Hipster culture made a 180. Now that's just a bad stereotype of a millennial. Having a high-level Farmville farm. Speak for yourself. Show me your bushels of corn, baby. I had a really good Farmville farm. I used to be one of those guys who would message my middle school friends on Facebook and be like, hey, can you go to my farm and help me out? And they'd be like, Mason, you're a loser. What are you doing? Stop talking to me. Stop messaging me. I was like, I just need some help with my farm. But okay. Justin Bieber haircut on guys. And guys flicking their head to get their bangs out of their eyes every 15 seconds. What's your not hungry but mouth is bored snack? Cheez-Its. It's a problem. Yeah, the problem is that you like Cheez-Its. I like cheesy popcorn but can't buy because I'll eat the whole damn container in one sitting. Corn nuts. They are so crunchy. It's like eating zesty aquarium gravel. Sunflower seeds. I never knew how to actually eat the sunflower seeds properly, so I would just suck the flavor and spit them out. I've never heard this phrase before, but it sums out why I eat 90% of the food that I do. In Japan, it's called kuchisabishi, and it means lonely mouth. Chips. Kettle chips are the best chips. Doritos. Eating ice. I'm guilty of this. Me and my dog both eat ice on a regular basis. It's kind of embarrassing. My daughter was severely anemic and chewed ice all day, every day. When we asked the hematologist about it, they said yes, it's due to being anemic. He said there are people that will chew gravel or even sheetrock. Same. I'm anemic and go to crushed ice all day. I have a pop-top Yeti just for ice. Edamame. Entertainment for your mouth and your hands. Pop, pop, pop. Perfect little protein boost. You can salt them for an electrolyte assist or add gochujang and sriracha if you need a slight sugar kick. Regular hot sauce or chili garlic sauce is great if you're just looking for extra spice without the refined sugar. This ad has been paid for by Big Soybean. What are you starting to like less and less the older you get? People running their mouth in the movie theater when you're trying to watch the movie that you just paid $15 to watch. Yeah, I get it, alright? We're watching the Avengers. Yes, the character you like showed up. I don't care. Let me watch the movie. Loud noises in general. Yeah, this was me. I hate loud noises. I don't get scared super crazy easily by like scary things, but loud noises freak me the hell out. Other people. Traffic. Summer. Realized I only loved it because of summer break and my birthday. Now that I work 9 to 5, summer absolutely sucks. It's warm as hell outside, and every birthday after 21 has been 1 year closer to old age. Yeah, I just turned 24 this year, like from recording this 4 days ago. And God, I'm 1 year away from my quarter life crisis, and I'm freaking out. Gestures to everything. I just want to sit on a front porch in a comfy chair, book in hand, cats on the lap, on a mild summer evening, and shoot buckshots at anyone who comes to bother me. I give a less and less about whether people find me attractive or not, because I'm comfortable with myself more than ever. Someone complaining about literally everything. Hey, aren't you complaining right now? Yahtzee, got him. Your username is the reason you got fired. What did you do? Well, I said something, which, you know, knowing me, probably not out of the ordinary. Oh no, they found it out. Username for sure not a llama. Hey, me too. Totally not a human. This person is a millennial. Point and laugh at them. They said human. I'm not a Reddit bot, bro. Shh. Went into sleep mode at work 99 times. Got 99 problems, but sleep ain't one. They needed someone who was great at what they did. I was only okay. Then they hired me. Oof. From musky butthole and turd play. I let thousands of frogs loose in the office. I let thousands of lobsters loose in the office. You two are so weak. From Black Bear 0101. Never catch me going anywhere with if I see a bear, I'm out. I botched that important sales pitch again. I can feel your username and I do not enjoy it. They wanted more of a shock factor kind of ad, unfortunately. Ah, darn. Well, I bought a child off of eBay. I didn't know you could do that. You're falling to your death. What are your thoughts? Probably be, I'm gonna die. It's over for me. Now you're probably wondering how I got here. Aim for the bushes. No, aim for the cubic meter of water. Yeah, you don't take fall damage if you place the water bucket down. A friend of mine nearly died after blindly climbing over a wall at night. Apparently the last thing he remembers thinking before waking up at the bottom of the concrete ditch was, this is further than I thought. Fell 20 feet? Now I'm free falling. Ooh, boom, boom, boom. If I survive, I'm definitely commenting on that one thread. Did I leave the oven on? Well, if you could add a new organ to the human body, what would it be and what would it do? We need tails, all right? And not like in the furry way, but like monkey tails where you could grab things. We need it's like a third arm, but on your butt, on your backside. We need like the Pokemon, like a palm. We need a hand tail. An organ like a car computer that could tell you exactly what is wrong in there. A neural extension to the brain that lets you adjust your conscious perception of time, so you can go into bullet time to react to sudden danger, or just have more time to read, or waste less time watching YouTube videos by playing them at double speed and slowing your perception accordingly. Naturally, it works in the other direction too, so you can fast forward through boring crap. An organ that produces stem cells. The body should just naturally backfill teeth when they come out, but I bet that was lobbied by the tooth fairy. Probably something related to lungs, an organ that helps get more oxygen in the blood when needed without going into hyperventilation. A second appendix. Not everyone would have one either, but it would be just as likely to burst as the first one. This is kinda evil. You're right, we need less evil people and more good people like me. A built-in fan would be cool. LMAO, water cooling. That is called sweat. Gills, so we could breathe underwater. I mean, that'd be nice. You can never drown ever again. What is the smallest, pettiest hill you'll still die on? Bank of America charged me $2 for a miscellaneous charge in 1997. I called to ask what it was for because there was no reason. The lady on the phone says, well, I can't tell you because it is miscellaneous. I asked her then to please reverse it and she refused. I pulled all 3 of my accounts from them and have moved to a credit union ever since. Full stop, refused to have a damn thing with that company. A hill I will die on. When a kid has a birthday party, only he gets to blow out the candles. It infuriates me to my very soul when I see other kids try to blow them out. The only thing worse is when adults let them. Before placing a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator or freezer, squeeze the air out of the bag. I don't know why my wife doesn't, and one day I'll have to make a choice. That is a very small hill, even for these standards. It's common courtesy to wait for someone to come off the elevator before entering. Adding apostrophe S at the end of a word does not make it plural. I've seen it in ads. I've seen it on signs. I've even seen it on flyers somewhere wrote advertising their services as a rider. People walk around like it's normal, out in the streets, saying that they have 14 chickens. Like monsters. I will die on this hill, over and over, until my assembled corpses make it into a slightly bigger hill. Danny needs to fucking replenish the fridge downstairs. You take a soda pop, you replenish. When someone says also as well, I would also die on that hill as well. I would also die on that hill as well too. When you're inside, it's the floor. When you're outside, it's the ground. In my house growing up, it was lava. I never survived Flora's lava. I'm a big guy, so my balance wasn't all there. What remained attractive through all human history regardless of fashion and body trends? Eyes. Oh yes, having eyes is extremely attractive. Dancing. For longer than we've had the written word, oral traditions of story and song have always praised any man or woman who looked good dancing, except in that little town where dancing is a sin. Magnets. How the f do those work? Owning land. Yes, large tracts of land. Huge even. Generally having skin or face. Cool bike tricks? Well, there are boob paintings in caves from years and years ago. Then years and years later, there's my username. So there's that. Please DM boobs and awesome. Do you think asking for both boobs and is not only redundant, but also a tad bit selfish? Opposite electrical charges. Thank you, Captain Smartass. Thank you so much. What are some songs that are super popular in the mainstream but have super toxic messages? Not a toxic message. Well, that was the point of the prompt, thank you. But Smooth Criminal. Someone broke into our apartment and killed a girl, and yet we still don't know if Annie is okay. Sting himself has stated that he is kind of horrified by how people think Every Breath You Take is a straight up love song. Don't Stand So Close to Me is creepy too. Yeah, but people don't realize that it's about a teacher struggling to resist a student. Lips of an Angel by Hinder. I had an ex tell me that was our song. He also cheated on me, so I should have saw that coming. Wasn't Me by Shaggy is just a song about cheating, and it's a core memory for anyone who was in high school in the early mid-2000s. I like that song for one reason. My father introduced me to it, claiming he heard this hot song by a woman explaining how she got caught cheating on her girlfriend. Listening to it for 3 seconds and said, Dad, that's a guy. Your dad and I could be friends. I misgendered Tracy Chapman's voice until I paid attention to the lyric where she called her job being a checkout girl. Pretty sure I made that Tim Allen noise. Pumped up kicks. When I'm scared, it's secretly a metaphor for something else and I'm gonna look dumb. The term pumped up kicks is slang for having cool shoes, which usually rich popular kids had. The song itself is about a guy shooting up a school and killing those popular kids with the pumped up kicks. Might get hate for this. Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. I don't know about the whole song, but having a 17-year-old sing about seducing someone's dad just kind of comes across as a little odd. What's even weirder is her 25-year-old brother wrote it with her. I feel like the majority of pop lyrics are pretty damn toxic. A lot of victim mentality. Misery loves company, I suppose, though. You just described most of Imagine Dragons songs. He keeps singing how he's awesome and everyone around him are just losers trying to put him down. I love the song, but definitely Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. All About That Bass by Meghan Trainor. You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. Another bop, but yeah. What is the best insect and why? The ones that leave me the fuck alone are the best insects. Bees. Bees are the best. Bee-Man from The Simpsons. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, Dios mío. Butterfly. Who hates butterflies? Butterflies all the way. They're one of the most calmest, humblest insects. Plus, they're so gorgeous. Ladybug. Because ladybug. Dragonflies, beautiful, and the best flyers. Also, one of the best predators on Earth. They catch 90 to 95% of the prey they target. Praying mantis. Badass. The lightning bug. First off, their butts light up, and that's just cool. Second, they're the chillest bugs ever. Seeing a big open field full of them is very cool. I really enjoy seeing a healthy bumblebee. Mainly the saggy bum does it for me. How often do you find yourself starting a comment and going, nah, and deleting it? And why? Very often. I delete it because I don't feel like engaging and potentially going back and forth. At least once a week. Sometimes it's just not worth the headache or argument that comes with it. Frequently. PM me your tasteful nudes is this guy's username? Okay. Frequently. Either I just don't have the right words to convey what I want to say, or it's very close to something someone else already said, in which case I upvote them and move on. Here and there, I realized somewhere along the line my comments starting veering off into the wrong lane and went completely off topic. I have a lot of weird and cringe thoughts. Most stable Reddit user. I don't think even Reddit wants to hear some of them. Dude, you're weird. You're weird. That is such a weird thing to say. Last second realization that I'm not insightful or witty enough for you glorious strangers. Very often, even in spoken conversation, I like to say never mind a lot. If it looks like I'm sliding into arguing with a rando on the net territory, what is something you are aware of about your friend that they don't know you know? He has an older brother who was arrested for drug and weapon possession. He's told me he has no siblings. Was passing by an odd part of town and saw my friend's van parked near a cafe. Had to be his. Two-tone, covered in stickers, some of them for his bands, past and present. I wrote an unsigned note saying, "The universe smiles upon you." Yes, I'm a Kruangbin fan, and left it under his windshield wiper. To this day, he has it stuck to his fridge. No idea who penned it, and each time I see it, I have a cheeky smirk to myself. That they are cheating on their partner, and their partner is cheating on them. Plot twist, they're both cheating with you. Oh, I have something I've never shared before. At my friend's wedding, her mom and I got drunk and smoked freshly rolled cigars outside. Her mom confided in me that my friend's father wasn't a good man. It's weird because her dad is the greatest guy. Spoils her and her brothers, spoils his wife. He's also just a great human. I tell her this and she says, nope, that's stepdad. She packed herself and my friend up when my friend was just a baby and left the country they had lived in and moved here. My friend has never once let on her dad isn't her bio dad. She's also never said her mom was married before. So that's a secret I'll just leave here. Despite the social media addiction to showing off their glamorous life, they're broke, in massive debt, and completely dependent on her parents to get by. Isn't that how most people who show off on social media are? Isn't that every Instagrammer? Yeah, Instagram is a cesspool, dude. It's so gross. I hate it. That he wet the bed until he was 14. His mom and aunt got chatty over tea and started talking about it while I was hanging around waiting for him to get ready. Their Reddit account name. I know like 6 of my friends' Reddit accounts. None of them know, and some post really personal stuff. Once or twice, I thought of approaching them about this because they posted, but I feel it would cross a line that they don't want crossed IRL. That's the reason why my friend's relationship came to a sudden end, is because he and his GF are really close in the family tree and not because of other things. That he eats his boogers. I'd snap my fingers every time he did it for like the past half decade, and he always asked me why I just randomly snap, but he still hasn't connected the two. Curious, if you snapped when he's not doing it, would he do so essentially on command? I just saw a comment in this very thread that said, anytime I want my friend to snap, I eat a booger. He still hasn't connected the two. You are on death row. You have 1 hour left. They asked for your final meal. What is it? Oh god. A half rack of ribs, some mac and cheese, chocolate shake. Sounds real good as a last meal. Maybe some like fresh strawberries. Oh, I love fresh strawberries. Everything my mom's ever made. Your mom is in the kitchen cooking for you while crying. She contemplates putting poison in your food to get rid of your pain. Damn, OP. Damn. Something badly cooked so I will be sick and want to die sooner and have diarrhea so bad it will be a last revenge. Taco Bell it is. A huge bowl of baked beans, a bowl of shredded wheat, a 6-egg omelet, and a gallon of apple cider. I'm gonna make it awful for everyone. The coroner. The stench of this body does not match what we'd expect to see from the alleged time of death. A McFlurry. Those machines are always broken. I just bought myself some time. There's no way in hell I would be able to eat. Not even a Sour Patch Kid? I don't know. What do you want? Pho. Just a large bowl of pho. Well, that is a pho. incredible choice. Probably just ice cream and a tiny spoon. The Little Spoon's Baskin-Robbins ice cream shops give you the taste test. Broth and a fork. What is the biggest myth you learned in school that has now been disproven? That you should tilt your head back when you have a nosebleed. Nah, bro. First time I did that, I vomited. I learned immediately. Never did that again. Whoever suggested that deserves to step on Lego for all eternity. Bears do not actually sleep the entire time they hibernate. That cracking in your knuckles causes arthritis. As a kid, I had a very bad habit of cracking my knuckles. I remember my 6th grade teacher tried really hard to convince me it would cause arthritis. And I was like, okay, I really don't care though. And then she gave me detention. A guy named Dr. Unger cracked only his left knuckles and not his right for like 60 years. There was no difference in respect to developing arthritis. That if you did anything bad, it would go on your permanent record. I had a biology teacher try and convince a class of 15-year-olds that we humans use 10% of our brain. And we told her that she shouldn't base her lesson on Lucy, and we Googled it to show her that she was wrong. I got kicked out of the class for pulling out my phone. Had a fun chat with the principal. One day, our high school physics teacher wrote on the blackboard, "Everything you know is wrong." 40 plus years later, I think he might have been onto something. Then again, maybe not. Mine is that your tongue has specific areas that taste only specific flavors. Like there was a spot on your tongue that only tasted sweet, one that only tastes salty, and one that only tasted bitter, etc. That blood only turns red in the presence of oxygen and is otherwise blue. What's the best response to "you're late"? The first time I was late in over 2 years, HR wrote me up. In the evening, I went home on time, and HR asked me why I was already heading out. I told them I have learned my lesson and won't be late for the second time. I know, thank you for your patience. Sorry, I didn't want to come. I used this one in my last place of employment. Works a charm. Why? What did I miss? How do you know my menstrual cycles? Lamau. Well, I hope I'm not pregnant. Better late than pregnant. Blanche Devereux. Sorry, I meant to be absent. Let me fix that. You're welcome. Your whale r/unexpected whale. That's not a real subreddit. You're lying. I refuse to believe that that's a real subreddit. No, I'm insert your name. No, this is Patrick. What should have never gotten popular? That stupid public pranks on strangers where it's more or less just harassment. Toddlers and tiaras, child beauty pageants, microtransactions, all because of Cityville. Bottled water for like $3 as an alternative to soft drinks. Giving obnoxious people a platform. See Dr. Phil and his gaggle of guests who are famous for being stupid. Anyone Oprah endorses who styles themselves Doctor. K-Cup pods. Anything reusable made single use. The idea that because you are offended, you are right. Plastic. That's true. We need less plastic. I say as I went to Dutch Bros this morning. God, a plastic cup. Why are you so fucking awkward, bud? I'm spare parts, bud. Pitter patter. You know exactly why. You were there for the super soft birthday. I calculate my every move in my head, and I'm very insecure. I both do not care and care too much about what people think of me. Mostly because of the attentions paid to my buttholes. Buttholes? Buttholes? Plural? You have two? More than one? Ugh, okay. But it's best not to kiss and tell. I generally don't care about what others think of me, but I'm an overthinker to such an extent that it overrides the former, and I'm awkward. I'm a slow conversationalist in the first place, having to collect my thoughts before speaking. Canada Gooses. If you have a problem with Canada Gooses, then you've got a problem with me, and I suggest you let that one marinate. What's your fantasy rich person hobby? I want to be a lady who lunches. Sit in my overstuffed leather chair and purple velvet house robe, staring morosely into the fireplace while ruminating over a long-lost love, until a talking raven flies in through the window to drive me to insanity. Where have I heard that one before? Sailing sounds fun as hell. Limo jousting. Building a house with no doors, only bookcases, which swivel to reveal a secret passageway every time you pull on a book with an appropriate title. E.g., for the bedroom, you might have Perchance to Dream by Charles Beaumont. For the kitchen, Good Eats by Alton Brown. And for the bathroom, Urgent by Dermot Crowley. Not working. Or golf. Anonymously paying debts or giving things to people in need. Robin Hood, is that you? Yeah, I was about to say, no real rich person in 2022 does that. They're all selfish and buy yachts and underpay their employees. Most insane Dungeons and Dragons setup. Custom table, chairs, commissioned art, models, sculptures for all the adventurers. Make it a life-size board and hire people to dress up as the pieces. After all, it's good to be the king. What are some good truth or dare tasks? I dare you to read the last text message you sent out loud. All right, 1 second. I'll look. Me texting my brother at 10:40 this morning. I'm off today and Friday. There we go. Do I win? Dare to call everyone formally for a day. Put toothpaste in each armpit and pretend you're a train for 1 minute. Ah, yes. Random humor. I love random humor. It's my favorite. Is this an urgent question, OP? Seems like it. I dare you to compliment 5 people in your contacts. I dare you to buy us a pizza. Truth. Who from this group would you leave at home while going on a trip with the rest? That hurt to read. Aye. You only have 60 seconds left before the earth is nuked. How are you spending the last minute of your life? I tried the aluminum in microwave thing. You want to end the world even quicker? Trying to figure out what to do for the last minute of my life. Start planking to stop time. By the time that bomb hits, you'll be grateful for the sweet, sweet release of death. Panicking in some way I can't predict. That's just how I spend every minute anyway. Probably probably going to Google to see if it's legit. That would be the more true answer, and the time you flick a few pages, it will explode, and that's it. I'm just gonna die. I'm not living my last minute of existence in a rush. Gonna run directly under the nuke and catch it. Save the world. If a band's name were literal, what would be the worst concert to attend? Napalm Death. Acid Bath also sounds pretty unpleasant. It's not literally a cradle of filth? Oh no, that would be horrible. REM would be a total snooze fest. Absolutely orgasmic for insomniacs. Gonna have to go with Infant Annihilator. I don't know, well, hear me out. 10,000 Maniacs. A crowd of that many nutcases would certainly trouble me. Loaded diaper. Do we all have to put one on when entering the gate, and then during like the bass drop of a song we have to ourselves? Cannibal Corpse. Ooh. Weezer. A bunch of people having asthma attacks on stage, supported by Massive Attack or Air Supply. On the upside, just imagine what a Nirvana concert would be like. And Sublime. Rainbow Kitten Surprise would be adorable. The Killers. Is it just a concert on death row? Now I'm picturing Mr. Brightside playing while Brandon Flowers mows the crowd with an assault rifle. Why would you say that? It's weird. Oh, okay. What's a work-related accident that still haunts you to this day? While building Levi Stadium, a trucker was unloading rebar when the entire pile fell on him, impaling him multiple times and also crushing him. I never met the man, but his cat and elderly dog ended up on a local shelter. We planned to adopt the dog and ended up taking home the cat too because we didn't want to split them. Nina the dog passed away in her sleep in 2017, about 2 years after we brought her home. Seal the cat is around 7 years old now, doing just fine. I've always wondered if they ever thought of him. Engineer decided to open a parcel with a Stanley knife. Not sure if he slipped or what angle he was cutting, but bam, Stanley knife in the eye. Never saw him again, but H&S quickly introduced a policy that safety goggles needed to be worn when opening boxes. Used to be a wedding caterer. While the bride and groom were going to cut the cake, it started to fall off the table, and they were both trying to catch this ridiculously huge thing. Bride slipped. Fell into a pyramid of wine glasses on a fold-out table behind her. The table collapsed and a wine glass stem pierced her neck. She survived, but she was not going to be able to take that gown back to the rental place. I've never seen so much blood in my life. I was a cashier in a grocery store. One of my fellow cashiers was a senior, just killing time in retirement. One day she had a dizzy spell, collapsed, and cracked her head open on the floor. Paramedics were called, and as they were loading her into the ambulance, she was crying out that she could still finish her shift. Oh, capitalism. I love capitalism so much. And just like that, it's over. The video, I mean. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and if you really liked the video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And make sure to turn on post notifications. You'll get notified every time this channel uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I bid you all adieu. Bye-bye.